Victoria Police has repeatedly denied it radically discriminates or profiles a community based on its skin colour, but a document obtained by Lateline contradicts that denial. It shows police use statistical and verbal evidence to train officers on how to deal with the Sudanese community. Hamish Fitzsimmons reports from Melbourne.
Melbourne's Sudanese community has been in the spotlight recently. 3 violent incidents in as many days last week had the Premier asking if there were specific problems.
We do have to recognise there are some problems in some communities and they have to be addressed.
Tension between the police and young Sudanese men have been an ongoing frustration for both parties, and a document obtained by Lateline outlines some of those. In the slide presentation shown to police as part of a cross-cultural training package, officers are warned Sudanese people they deal with may have preconceived ideas about authority.
Consider that this individual you are dealing with may have suffered at the hands of authority, that despite not even knowing you, they may hate you.
More controversially, the document delves into what appears to be racial profiling of the community. It outlines the sorts of incidents police may be called to when dealing with Sudanese people, saying the crimes are
derived from VicPol contact statistics in the main settlement areas, general duties, police interactions.
The slide then lists a series of common offences. Police deny it's racial profiling.
Our legal advice is that this document is not racial profiling. The document was prepared to increase our people's understanding of the African Sudanese community. It's about exploding stereotypes.
Under the title Their Appearance, the document says people from the Horn of Africa have
varying degrees of dark skin. Generally those from HOA will have deep brown skin. Those from the north and northwest may be slightly lighter. Don't assume they are Sudanese. Tall, skinny features, dark, tight, curly hair.
Sudanese community representatives describe the document as full of stereotypes and are disappointed it's been used in training.
If you take a document that has no evidence research based on the community, definitely the whole perception being taken by police is negative about the people. And if it is negative, then it will have a great impact to the community.
Racial profiling is illegal in Victoria under its Charter of Human Rights, which states,
"Every person is equal before the law and is entitled to the equal protection of the law without discrimination, and has the right to equal and effective protection against discrimination."
Victoria's Human Rights Commissioner has recently discussed allegations of deliberate racial profiling with senior officers and says this document appears to confirm that suspicion.
The document that you've shown me certainly has a specific focus on Sudanese people. So by definition, it's a specific approach which is looking at a person on the basis of race. And I guess from a Human Rights Commission perspective, we would ask the question, what is actually trying to be achieved?
We've worked long and hard at developing our relationship with the Sudanese community. We're involved in many of projects with the Sudanese community, the most recent being a development program with Sudanese young leaders that we've identified from within the community.
Last November, 17 youths, 16 of them of African origin, began legal action in the federal court, accusing 7 police officers of a campaign of brutality and racial taunts. One of the lawyers involved in that case says this document shows police are racially profiling.
It means that police are being trained to treat Africans differently to how they would treat the rest of the population and to be more suspicious of them than anyone else in the population.
The document makes officers aware that complaints have been made to the police watchdog, the Office of Police Integrity, and to the Human Rights and Equal Opportunity Commission. The National Race Discrimination Commissioner acknowledges profiling is a difficult issue for law enforcement, but says this kind of training uses unhelpful stereotypes.
To suggest that it's appropriate to make judgments and decisions about any group of people on the basis of their race and behaviour which is suggested to be carried out by people of that race just doesn't line up, doesn't make sense.
The document does stress, though, that police should treat individuals with respect and tolerance. Hamish Fitzsimmons, Lateline.